Go ahead and get started here today. The ASUN announced their postseason awards for women's soccer this past week. Trace Bavat was named to the all ASUN teams. Bree Lopez, Megan Mowdy, and Leah Duz-Matson were all named to the ASUN all academic team. Congratulations to them. While we're talking about women's soccer, I'll make an introduction. Right over here is Peter Smith. He's our new assistant women's soccer coach. This is his first day. Take it easy on him. All right, men's and women's cross country competed in the NCAA South Central Championships in Fayetteville, Arkansas. The women's team finished in 19th place. Madeline Hill finished in 24th overall out of 180 runners. She had a time of 21:08.5, earning her a spot on the NCAA South Region All-Region team. South Central All-Region team. On the men's side, the Bears finished in 18th place. Jack Dingman and Trey Baker both had top 100 finishes. There were 175 runners on the men's side. Dingman ran a 32:03.4 for 65th place, and Baker ran a 32:42.9 for 94th place. This completes the cross-country season for our teams. Let's hear from head coach Josey Weaver.
All right. Big day for our women's team for sure. Not sure how many of you noticed, but our best freshman, all-conference freshman, Arizona Blankenship, she did not make the trip with us. Backstory on that is we get home from the conference championship. She's all excited. She goes for a run the next day, tells me her shin's hurting. We send her to the doctor, and she's got stress reaction. So how much of the race did she run before it cracked? I don't know. If she'd been a senior, she would have went and competed, but she wanted to. I had to sit down and kind of have a hard conversation about we need you for indoor and outdoor. Let's be smart about this. And she graciously listened to me, but a little bit reluctant. She wanted to be there for her girls. That changed how we were as a team, without a doubt, going into it. And because of it, it kind of gave Madeline Hill some freedom, meaning I told her, I've never told a runner this before, but I did not want her to worry about the team score. I wanted her to be selfish on this one day and go for some individual success. And that's hard for her to do. She's very selfless herself, but she put it out there, ran the best race of her career. For her to end her senior journey that way, super proud. There was a lot of emotion in her voice and her eyes before the race, and just super happy to watch her become a part of the all-region team. On the men's side, we looked like a bunch of milers and 800-meter runners trying to run 10,000 meters. And that's on me and the guys who know that. Jack Dingman, again, ended his cross-country career. If he was standing beside me, he's not told me this, but he would say without a doubt he is so happy cross-country's done in his track season, because he's going to run 4 minutes or less from here on, whereas he ran for 32 minutes up the road. So that's kind of how we build our squad. They're tough individuals. We really don't have a whole lot of true long distance guys, but they're going to make us pretty dangerous when we get to track. I wanted to take the opportunity too, just to kind of mention this, and I guess I should actually look at JT first. Signees, can I say anything about them now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll accept the one from today.
Okay, I'll leave one off. She's a good one. We had a big class. We've been working hard. We've got 10 women committed and signed for next year. Emily Graff coming to us from Topeka, Kansas. Olivia's coming to us from Dallas, Texas. We've got Avery from Ellis, Kansas. Kate from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Allie from Hot Springs, Arkansas. Addison Young from Collierville, Tennessee. Layla Greer from Allen, Texas. Harper Clough from Bentonville, Arkansas. Alexis Gonzalez from Mount Pleasant, Texas. Of those that I just mentioned, we've got high jumpers, long jumpers, triple jump, distance runners. I wish they were here with us right now. We're transitioning to indoor. I think all, if not most, would be on our team when we get ready to go to Louisville, Kentucky to compete. We're still looking to add 3 more to get to our roster limit of where we need to be for this new conference. But these young ladies coming in make us really dangerous. It's nice to keep the home state talent in the state. On the men's side, we were really able to do that. Garrett Barr from Mountain Home, Arkansas, he's had one heck of a year. We feel like Central Arkansas has now became Mountain Home U. We've got a lot on our team of the Bombers from Mountain Home, but we're really excited to get Garrett down here with us. Same thing for Quintarian Johnson, so he's from Stuttgart, and he'll be coming in next year as a true freshman, along with Hunter Stahl from Missouri, Wyatt from Kansas, Brody Mason from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Will Dole from O'Fallon, Missouri. What I'm the most proud about how we do it, and this is a big reason, and I've mentioned this to some of these coaches, but we got basketball, football in here. I don't envy them at all right now with what they have to do with their recruiting classes. For who we signed, all 16 new Bears coming, they're all true freshmen next year. They're high school seniors. We're able to do that. We're able to take that approach, I should say, as long as we can keep them. And when we start not being able to do that, then that'll be a problem. Fortunate for us, we retained everybody from last year, like we're able to do that. To their defense, I don't have someone offering my sprinter $350,000 to line up and run the 100-meter dash, and I hope that never happens. But we're really excited to get this young group in. They're passionate, they're prideful, they're what we want. The young lady that was last night, I can't say anything more about, she did make a statement to me on the phone, and she visited some really big places, but she said something along the lines of, Coach, I've been on visits and seen the flashy and shiny things. That's just not what I want. And I think it tells that, it takes a special type of person to be at Central Arkansas and to do well here. And that's what all of our coaches, I think, would say, that we're trying to do it and find those people that are proud to put on purple and have some pride. And I think we've done a good job with who we got coming, along with who's coming back for us this year. So, ready for indoor track. This is my favorite line to say to you guys. If there's not any questions, if there are any questions, that's what I'm
Is there a time limit to have gone on further in cross country this year?
Yes, so we could have made it to the national championship. So how they do that, Gene, at that regional meet, the top 2 teams automatically go. So on the women's side this year, that was A&M and LSU, right? So those 2 teams will be racing in 2 weeks at the national championships in Columbia, Missouri. And then they take the next 4 individuals. So this is something that has changed. When I was running, it was always the 4 individuals. And if you finished in the top 25, you had a really good chance to go as an individual to the national championship. Unfortunately for Madeline, she's 24th. She would have had to finish in 8th place to be the top 4 individual. It seems like everybody's got a ringer now, and that would be how they advance from there. So most teams at that region meet are done. What we do is we transition to track. So we'll have a break. Some of our athletes take 1 to 2 days off. Some of them take 2 weeks off. It just depends on who they are, how healthy we are, and then we start gearing up for indoor track.
Thank you.
Yeah, great question. Any other questions? All right, go Bears, run fast, turn left.
Women's basketball. They just had one game this past week, and it was a great one. Sugar Bears led for much of the game up in Fayetteville against the Razorbacks. As the clock ran down in the 4th quarter, the Sugar Bears had the ball and a chance to win the ball game. Fortunately, the 4th quarter ended with the teams tied, and the Hogs won in overtime. Cheyenne Kemp led the way for the Sugar Bears with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Shay Littleford added 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And Bree Stevens had a double-double with 16 points, 16 rebounds, and 1 assist. This week, the Sugar Bears will play Arkansas State here on Wednesday in the Ferris Center. Tip-off is set for 6:30 p.m. Bring a toy. It's the toy drive. Get discounted game tickets. Let's hear from head coach Tony Kemper.
So I guess haven't been back since maybe 2 weeks ago. So I'll talk about the first 2 games and lead into Arkansas. First of all, everybody keeps saying great game. It was not great game. it was fine. It was a lot of fun, and then it wasn't fun at Arkansas. You know, going back, so a week before that Monday, we played at Missouri, which I don't remember when I was in here, but you're probably like, he's not super high on his team when I was in here, because I talked about how we scrimmaged and things like that. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I think we're fine after watching us. You know, we competed really well at Missouri. Actually had a chance there to take the lead with, I think, 124, 121 on the clock. Missed a free throw. And then, you know, just kind of tough down the stretch, which it's very difficult, especially down the stretch against those bigger teams because of size. So, you know, I don't know that it doesn't look like we've played great down the stretch of those two games. It just gets so difficult to get a shot off, though, that you like. And we kind of have manufactured some shots you can make. We just haven't been lucky enough to make them at Mizzou or at Arkansas. But was really happy with our team coming out of Missouri. Played a home game against Lyon College. I thought we played very well in that game too. I think that's one of those games that maybe everybody says you're supposed to do what we did, but it's not necessarily set in stone that it's going to happen that way. Your kids have to play well. They have to make plays. They have to make shots. They got to do it for a long time, and we certainly did that against Lyon. You know, comparatively, there's a lot of parity in college athletics right now. The Pitt Panthers yesterday lost to a Division III by 6. So, you know, those games, I'm very proud of our team. I told them going into it, like, we haven't won a game yet as a team. So everybody tells you that you're going to be good, but it's time for you guys to win. And I thought from the start in that game, coached a super aggressive team throughout that. I think it showed our depth in that there was a point in it that, you know, we sort of backed off a little bit, I would say, but we've got really good depth, so it's still difficult. We can still get after you. You know, we have some freshmen that come in that they've won a lot of games. They've played really well through their high school career, and they're ambitious as well, so they got after it. So that was a good game. And then we move into Arkansas, which you know, I thought that's a tough environment to play in. You know, we've been 2 SEC environments. I think free throw counts 82-29 in those 2 games. Typically, we're not a big foul team. It is what it is. You got to figure that out, so to speak. And I thought we did that for the most part the whole night. Young team as far as with me. This is what we had 3 days. This is what we're trying to do. This is the game plan. Basically executed for 40 minutes very, very well. 39, we'll go 39. Executed very, very well for 39 minutes. You know, gave up a 3 in transition. Didn't have a great view, but I've heard about views. But anyway, gave up a 3 in transition, and then we gave up another 3 late that kind of basically, you know, we haven't played together a lot down the stretch, and that's a learned thing. But we got ourselves a 3-point lead. We're protecting a 3-point lead, and didn't have a timeout going into that. But we really needed to reverse the way we played the whole game, which was paint protect, make sure that you don't give up layups. Nothing easy, except that one possession. It's like all the help you've been doing the whole game. We want to go away from that, and we kind of tried to communicate that from the bench. Didn't get it done. Helped on a drive, kicked it back. They made a shot, and then as Jeremy said, we missed a shot to win at the buzzer. But proud of our team. Obviously, like I've said already a couple times here, I'm learning them. They're learning me. We don't have all the answers yet. I think their toughness level has been, I think, easy for them, is how I would describe it. We made a lot of shots in important moments at Missouri, at Arkansas, and that usually in games like that, the hard thing is there'll be a 7-0 run, and then you have a possession and you've got to make a basket right there, or it goes like 14-0, like super quick. And we've been very good at finding ways to get those done. So that's kind of what's happened. I think the most important thing for our team is it doesn't mean anything. Like we've had a lot of people say, y'all are good. Not really. Not yet. We didn't win them. Okay, and then basketball. It really doesn't matter right now. Like we've got to get better for January, February, March, and obviously we've got to learn how to win those games when we're in those opportunities, and so that's kind of what we're undergoing now. Big game against Arkansas State on Wednesday. Sun Belt champions last year. Very good team, play, competing styles. They're going to press a lot. Very fast-paced game. They try to turn you over. That will be different from what we faced to this point. We've had a good week of preparation, so hopefully it looks like we practiced when we get out there. I can assure you we're trying not to turn it over, but they're going to speed us up and they're going to cause some of that. And I think, Coach Des Rogers is their head coach. She played point guard here when I was here the first time as an assistant. So she's won a championship here at UCA as a player. They're relentless. I mean, they're I've watched them over time in the last year. Maybe they have a lead in the fourth quarter. Maybe you have a lead in the fourth quarter. It does not stop. It's going to be chaotic from the tip to the end. So you got to continue to play no matter the score. So that's Wednesday. We need a good crowd there. It's two very good mid-major women's basketball teams, so I hope there's a good crowd in there cheering for us. As Coach Josey said, we signed 3 this week, last week I guess. 3 freshmen. Faith McCallop from Kansas City, Kansas. Little point guard, fiery, very athletic. She's a winner, but I'm excited to get her. She's played EYBL circuit with Nike. She's little. That's how we're getting her. She's disruptive, like that. So I'm going to enjoy coaching her. And then we signed Sammy Schaefer, who's a long guard from out of Bartlesville, Oklahoma, and I think over time we've tried to get bigger. When I first got here, we tried to get the best players we can get because we had a lot of roster spots to fill. Now we're trying to get a little bit bigger everywhere we go. 6 foot, she can hit you inside, she can shoot it outside. So I'm excited about her. And then Avery Meir, who is probably 6 foot, 6'1", strong, kind of combo forward. We're probably going to play her as a Bree Stevens replacement. So excited to get her. She's like the national homeschool player of the year in the country. So all 3 of them very good students, actually better students than I even thought. I read your article. I was like, wow, they're great students. I knew they were good students from recruiting them. Nobody's had a B yet, is what it looks like.
Doesn't look like it.
Which that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to bring in a whole bunch of people that are way smarter than you when you're sitting in the room. So our staff's done a good job of getting out in front of the right players. And we got some more coming. So I'll talk a little bit about ours. Bree Stevens is playing her tail off. She had a Michael Jordan flu game at Arkansas. Probably, I think she left the bench to get rid of whatever was going on.
I watched her several times.
Yeah.
It's right.
Yeah, 2 different times. In the tunnel on the way to the locker room at halftime, and we kept going to her. She was really good. I think she had 16 points, 16 rebounds. She was great at Missouri as well. Shay Littleford is tough. She's a lot of fun to coach. I've never had a guard quickly understand how I want to play down the stretch as Shay. Super smart and a really good player too. I think somebody unsung that's been very good is Juliana Gibson. If you look statistically at what she's done, it doesn't look like much, but I told our 5s they're goalies. They're like hockey goalies. That's their job, is always stay back and make sure it's hard to score on us. And she's adapted to that style of play really well. She's very smart. Also, that helps on offense. There's probably others. Kemp. I think Cheyenne Kemp is doing what I thought she could do. I think she's got to learn patience a little bit. She'll make some more of those that maybe she didn't make at the end of Arkansas, learning that she doesn't have to rush. She can get shots off. She can make tough ones. I think there's always a natural progression for your team and individuals. You play fast at the end of games when you need to play slow. And so we got to learn that. But we got a lot of people really step up on a new team and contribute and play very well. So, questions? Yeah.
Have a post fighter on 3 yards. We're lucky at this team that's a 1 year. Usually we need to find someone out there.
Always. You can send checks to. You got fives are hard. Posts are super hard and very valuable. I think you have to have a big list. And a lot of times the list you start with doesn't end up being the list that you end up with. And so, I think that's where we actually have 2. Linda Manning, I think, is super talented. Maybe you haven't seen that yet. She's very athletic. She plays really hard. So I think, having Juliana in front of her for a year, she's going to get a lot better. But we got to go get another one to replace Juliana. But always try to find those.
I think.
Anybody else? Right on. Thanks.
All right, men's basketball. They also played in Fayetteville this past week, playing the number 21 ranked Razorbacks. Bears were able to hang around in the first half. In the second half, the Hogs pulled away. Cam Hunter led the way for the Bears with 16 points and 4 rebounds. Ty Robinson had 15 points and 5 rebounds. And then on Sunday yesterday, the Bears played the Bulldogs of Sanford in the Ferris Center. The Bears played a great game, leading the Bulldogs in almost every statistic. Bears led for most of the game, including an 11-point halftime lead. Bears shot 43% from the field. Cam Hunter had 26 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Javion Guy King had 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. The Bulldogs were able to get the win in overtime. This week, the Bears will play at North Texas on Thursday. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off over in Denton, Texas. And then the Bears are home on Sunday versus Eastern Washington, and that one is set for a 1 p.m. tip-off. Now let's hear from head coach John Shulman.
What's up? Not the so big day.
First of all, everybody look at Dr. Fiddler's shirt. That should tell you about college athletics right now. And that should tell you everything you need to know about trying to build this program. It's nothing easy. Not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. And it is. I hadn't been here, I guess last time Tony was here. Open up with a team that's got 1 returnee, Cole McCormick. Only 1 guy played last year. Open up at top 25 in the country, North Carolina. Pretty good crowd there that night. What do you think, Gene?
Good crowd.
Gene was intimidated. He was scared. That's why he sat real close to me. All right. To open up there, they're not that bad. They beat Kansas the next game. They're ranked top 20 in the country. Come back and play Champion Christian. One of those games that kind of Tony talked about. It's hard to play. They're great games, but they're hard to play. You're supposed to be up 40 when the game starts. Doesn't work like that. It's tied. And then go to Arkansas. And I thought we really battled and competed. Down 9 at half. We were 4 for 23 from the 3-point line in the first half. And I said, guys, we should be up right now in the game. We should be beating Arkansas. At least I know we're not going to shoot like that in the second half. Then we went 0 for 18 in the second half. That's hard to shoot. It's really hard to go 4 for 41 from the 3-point line in a game. But we accomplished it. We were really good doing that. And it's weird. Like yesterday, we were 4 for our first 7. We were 4 for 7 from the 3-point line early in the first half, and we were 4 for 41 on Monday at Arkansas. Sanford, who we played yesterday, had played Arkansas on Friday night. Got beat 4 at Arkansas. and they're probably right now the top team in the Southern Conference. So we get hooked up with them, and it's our first kind of real game, just to be honest. If you were there or if you watched it, the first half of basketball that we played last night, we were up 41-30, was what I envisioned when I came here to Conway, Arkansas. It's nothing easy. It takes time. We're not ready to win a tight one yet. We missed free throw after free throw after free throw in the second half. We're not ready to make. I'm a believer of this, not to be sacrilegious, that there's basketball gods up there and they make you go through hard things. Hey man, we're not going to give you success. That's way too easy. We're going to make you suffer a little bit, and we're going to make you risk it all and be heartbroken. And we had heartbroken kids in the locker room yesterday. We led for 28 minutes of that game yesterday. We outplayed them. They have a 6-year, literally a 6-year senior who is making more than Tony. Sorry, Tony. He shoots it way better than you, buddy. That is the leading scorer in the country. He's 24 years old.
Right.
They have another 6-year guy. They got senior after senior after senior. We were up 2 with 8 to play, and I looked out on the court. We had 4 freshmen and 1 sophomore on the court, and we're up 2. So I will tell you this: if y'all can just hang in there, the future is very bright. And I'm really excited about our basketball team. One play, 1 free throw. So 1 free throw means that I walk in here and I'm like, man, we got a really good basketball team. Because we didn't make the free throw, am I supposed to come in here and say, boy, we just got a bad team? We are the same team. Whether you make the free throw or you don't make the free throw. You said January, February, March, right? That's what we're playing for, January, February, March. We got to learn to make that free throw. We got to learn to be in those games. You don't make those free throws in practice. I'm just being honest. You don't make them in practice, shooting 10 free throws at a basket, shooting 2 rotating and running. You have to make them in a game when it counts. But I really believe that you have to miss them first. It stinks. Bad. But I think you got to miss them first. I think you got to go through that pain. I got great hope. While I'm doing a radio show and I go talk to you, Matt, I look out on the court and Javion and Luke Moore, who missed some crucial free throws, are back on the court with their game stuff on, working on shooting free throws. I get a text from Javion last night: Coach, I let you down, it won't happen again. We got kids who care. I think, Josey, where are you, Josey?
Sorry.
Beautiful hair, buddy. I think you're right. I think we got to have kids that care about Central Arkansas.
I'm the most meal.
And I don't think you can do it without. And we got a bunch of kids that care about it. That's why Cam Hunter came back. I mean, he played pretty hard yesterday. Went in the bleachers in a 6-point game in overtime. That's what we got to have. And that's what we do have. But I'm really excited. I thought we played with joy yesterday. I did. I thought we played ferocious. I thought we played with great joy. We guarded. We had great focus, toughness, togetherness, urgency, and the poise part will come. It will come. So I couldn't be. I was heartbroken. I'm still heartbroken today. It's what you do. It's what we do. We don't sell shoes for a living, and we're not in the business world. We're in the people business. And we ask our kids to risk everything they got in their bodies to go get a win for Central Arkansas, and we get heartbroken. And it's hard. It's hard. And all the coaches, y'all understand what I'm talking about. So what do? You got to pick yourself back up. You got to get going again. We've had kids in the office watching film. Kids are out shooting today, and we like guys that need to take a day. They don't want to take a day. I will tell you this: we've signed 2 players. One of them has got Cam Hunter blood in him because he's his brother. All right. CB, you know, we talk a good game. All coaches, you want people that's used to winning. And if you got 15 guys used to winning, they're going to win. And if you're really, really good and you play on a bad team, you should be able to help that team win a little bit. And CB is a dude. He looks like Cam. He's built like Cam. He's probably an inch taller than Cam. And he won a state championship last year at Bryant. Well, I went and watched him the other night. I mean, he had like 26 and 8 rebounds. He is a man child. No, Nathan, stay away from him because he's a football-looking dude. All right, and he's a tough guy, and he's won a state championship. The other one that we signed, we saw him last year. He looked like a 12-year-old child. And I said, Max went and saw him and said, Dad, I think he can play. And I said, he looks like he's 8 years old out there playing. He got big hands, big feet. And we got a chance to meet him, and he's from Morrilton. And we took a chance on him because I think he's got a chance to be a good player. And we signed him, and he's appreciative. Coach, thanks for believing in me. Awesome, Isaiah. And Ryan Montgomery walked in the other day on Friday. He said, Coach, Isaiah opened last night. Who did they play? Springdale Harbor. Oh, God. How'd he do? He had 38. Isaiah had 38 and 12 against Springdale Harbor. Yeah. Came in Saturday. He said, Coach, Isaiah played pretty good last night. What do you have? He had 43.
You think?
Isaiah had 43. Yeah, he had 43. Well, I'm glad we took a chance on young Isaiah. Very smart. Makes shots, tough. Morrilton got beat in the state championship game last year. Winners. So I'm thrilled. I'm disappointed about yesterday, but thrilled about where we're going. Thrilled about our progression of our program. I wish it was easy. It's not. North Texas they're in the American. It was really a bye game, but we tried to get a game at home, so we got an MTE with North Texas. They're really good on Thursday, very good. And then we got Eastern Washington coming in on Sunday. Eastern Washington got beat 7 by UCLA the other day. They're really good. East Illinois comes in Tuesday right before Thanksgiving. East Tennessee State beat UNA. That's where we go after that. And we got Little Rock. All this, just bring it on. What's that guy, Jocko, or the Navy SEAL guy? You know, whenever something bad happens to you, the first thing you need to say is good. So we got North Texas. So we got beat last night because we missed free throws. Good. So now now we've been in that situation. We got North Texas Thursday. God Almighty, they good. Great. Now are we tough enough to go over there and play? And so I'm excited. Disappointed, but really excited about our growth and excited about what's coming up. Gene, questions? I know you got one.
I thought outstanding effort by Cam yesterday. And like I say, 6 points down in overtime. Is he all right?
Is he all right?
Yeah.
There's something wrong with Cam. Like I don't think. I don't think.
Physically, after going into the stand.
Cam's fine. Cam's fine. He'll be fine. He's sore. He's sore today, but he's a warrior. He's a warrior, and he plays hard for that name on that front of that jersey, and he loves Central Arkansas. And I'll go in war with Cam. But I thought all of our kids. I thought all of our kids played their guts out. Defensively in the first half, we were probably as good as we've been in a long time, and who I've been coaching. And so we just got to continue. That's hard. It's hard. Possession by possession. Yes.
Never saw a drop off in whatever 5 you had on the fourth, though. How many did you play?
I know we played at least 10. I think we played 11. And some of those young, we come off the bench with, we started 3 freshmen yesterday. They started like 3 graduate students that are 24 years old. I'm being serious. So we started 3 freshmen. Let's keep those freshmen at the University of Central Arkansas, and we're going to have something. And then we came off the bench. Tyler Lee came off the bench, played good, freshman. Harry came off the bench, played good, freshman. Truman came off the bench, freshman. They're all freshmen. So I'm excited about where we're going.
Because of Cam Hunter's experience going to Wisconsin, coming back, will that help you to keep those freshmen because he can say, listen, it ain't what you're thinking.
You're hired. Absolutely. But, you know, we're letting young kids make these decisions. As adults, we're making the same stupid decisions. Oh my God, that looks like a great opportunity. Let's go over there. But it's hard. So absolutely, I think we all think the grass is green on the other side. We all do. We all do. Adults do. Kids do. So I think what you're going to start seeing is the cam hunters coming back and guys leaving and going, it ain't that great. And they got plenty of time to make money. Got plenty of time. But I think, you know, if you're looking for a job, I'd consider getting qualifications.
No.
All right, that's good. You're hired. All right, thank y'all very much.
All right, volleyball had a great road trip this past week. Finished off the regular season. Sugar Bears swept EKU in Richmond, Kentucky on Thursday, and then swept Bellarmine on Friday in Louisville. Lacey Bohannon had 13 kills versus EKU and 11 more against Bellarmine. Kaylin Coons had 13 assists versus EKU and 34 more against Bellarmine. With these two wins, the Sugar Bears finished the regular season in the three-way tie for second place in the ASUN standings. After some interesting evaluation of the tiebreaker rules, the Sugar Bears will be the 4th seed in the ASUN championship, which starts on Thursday in Fort Myers, Florida. We'll play the 5 seed Lipscomb Bison. That's at 9 a.m. Central Time on Thursday. Let's hear from head coach John Newberry.
All right, let me go through the process just real fast. I'm going to talk about this past weekend, then talk about my players, and then we'll move forward with the conference tournament here in a minute. If you guys happened to be at our game versus EKU at home, you'll be fully aware we got swept by them, 0-3 or 3-0 for them. So going to their place and being able to take that on the road and returning the favor was oh so sweet. We enjoyed that game. I don't think we were fully aware that we were going to be going into their brand new renovated arena. It's something that I guess maybe they said a long time ago, but we showed up for practice in the rec center where they've been playing some games over the last couple of years, because they've been doing a $35 million renovation to their arena. So we showed up. They had 2 nets down, normally have 1, and it's a little bit less space than what we're used to. Gave us 3 ball carts for those 2 courts. We did everything we could, so we got half of what we needed and did what we could with it. Then the next day, decided to go into the gym, fully set up, gave us 3 ball carts again, just the bare minimum. I appreciate that. Taking care of us, good hospitality from them with that. And if you've ever been to the EKU arena, this is where my punting skills come back in. It's the highest ceiling I've ever been a part of. And so this is my opportunity to show the girls that I'm still a little bit of an athlete. And so I grabbed the tightest, most inflated ball that I could, and I launched the first one, and I hit the ceiling with the ball. I was really proud of myself. And then half the team didn't see it, so I decided to do it again. But there's no scoreboard up there. It is just a really high wooden ceiling. So I want to start off talking about me real quick before I start talking about them. But I was glad to see that punting skills are still intact right now. I'm not going to mention that my hamstring and my quad was very sore for the next 2 days after that. That's a different story. But anyways, we had very specific things that we needed to do with our time at EKU, and it was nice to be able to go in there and sweep those guys. We ended up, if you look at the head-to-head, we beat them by a total of 12 points from their points that they scored here and our points that we scored there. So we have the head-to-head. Please note. Going over to Bellarmine, I got to say that was a very dominating performance by this squad. We a little bit tight in the first set, but looking up and seeing the score 20-9 in the first set, and then 8-0 and then 18-6 in the third set. That's nice. That's a dominating performance, especially when this team has been beating some of the other teams in our situation before. I wish we could have not served the ball out of bounds 15 times and got aced 15 times when they played us here and put us in a 5-set loss, because we'd take those 2 games back and we would be in first place right now. But as Coach Shulman just mentioned, some bumps and bruises will help prepare the way for you down the road at some point. Well, now we are here at the end. We're here at the end. So let me talk about my players just real fast. Number 1, everybody always likes to, our ESPN people, when I talk to them, Lacey Bohannon, number 1. Number 1 on kills in our squad. She's number 2 in the conference in points. In my opinion, she's the best in the conference. Pound for pound, we have gotten everything out of her. She's a great passer, leads the team in kills, plays 6 rotations. We take her out, we're in trouble. And so her having this load the whole entire season has been incredible. No idea if she's going to take next year on or off. I have no idea. We're not even done with the season yet. We'll discover that situation later. But very, very proud of her. She has eclipsed a little over 1,000 kills for her career here at UCA. Puts her in the top 10, I believe, for all of UCA. It's a huge feat by her. Number 2, we've got the front row and the back row. And the back row is going to be Alexis McDaniel. She surpassed over 1,500 digs, very close to 1,600 digs in her career. Been a 4-year starter in the libero position. She's the one, the short one, the feisty one with the mouth back there, just yelling at everybody. That's her. We have to have that kind of person back there, and she has owned that position. Kaylin Coons has been a 4-year starter as well, and these are a lot of 4-year starters. Kaylin Coons is our quarterback on our team, sitting right now, I believe, in 3rd place in assists per set. And we don't have quite the offensive dynamics that we did last year, but once again, she's put on a great display of competitiveness this whole entire season. Gabby Tuiana, 6'3" or 6'4", lefty right side. And I can't say enough about her. She's battled some arm injuries throughout the season, but I just remember at Bellarmine when this girl threw the ball off the block and sent it out of bounds. Gabby said a few choice words under her breath that we all kind of heard somehow. That girl did not score again against Gabby. Gabby went to a whole nother dimension. The block, we talked about their arm hairs tickling the tape. They don't have arm hairs because they're females. Anyway, we talked about this. We want the armpits over the net, and that's an incredible athletic feat. Gabby put her armpits on the net over and over and over and just absolutely shut the team down. It was impressive. Looking forward to her doing that the rest of the season. Grayson Button is a junior, 6'3" middle blocker. And then Mackenzie Haas, our freshman, our redshirt freshman. Mackenzie Haas is number 1 in blocks in the whole entire conference, top 5 in blocks for the whole entire record of conference in a season right now. It's impressive as a freshman. Her hitting percentage has dropped down just a little bit. She was leading the conference for the up until the last 2 weeks in hitting percentage, hitting over 400. Now she's just a little bit over 360. It's very equivalent to a baseball hitting percentage, almost identical. So you hear 360, that's impressive. Very, very impressive. Anyway, so she's hopefully she can get the all-conference freshman of the year. There's no reason she shouldn't. Probably even the defensive player of the year at that as well. Moving on, Samantha Cousins. She's been a 3 rotation player as well. Really an unsung hero. And then lastly, I got to mention this, Ella Cheney. She's plays in the middle back position on the back row. 6'2" outside hitter. Unsung hero as well. The kid, I wish you guys could understand how difficult it is to pass the ball. But this girl has an incredible, what we call a platform. The way that she's able to control the ball is it's something you can't really teach. She just has. So we look at mechanics and what she does. She has been a standout in the back row, in my opinion, for the position that we need. She's handled it perfectly. And she's also a transfer from Louisiana Lafayette. She's still got 2 more years left after the season. So I'm excited to continue to have her back. All right, moving forward. Called Matt, called JT in the middle of the football game because we figured out right in the middle of the football game that we are the 4 seed. Okay? So, 3-way tie for second place, three-way tie. First team, the team that won it, Florida Gulf Coast. Shocking. We're back to their place. We leave tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. to go to Florida Gulf Coast. They happen to have, they finished well, and that's how they ended up getting that one. So they lost 3 games, we lost 4. The 2 seed, if you recall, we played the 2 seed, Jacksonville, here at home on Senior Day. We swept them. They're the 2 seed. We don't get the head-to-head because of the tie-breaking rules. They're the 2 seed. We swept them. Moving on. The 3 seed is EKU. We won by a 12-point head-to-head differential. And so now we're the 4 seed because we beat the other 2 teams in front of us. But unfortunately, that's the way the tiebreaker rules. I was very, very confused. I didn't understand the language. But there's this one little piece at the very top of it. And bottom line, it's almost like our Jacksonville match doesn't even matter because we don't get another opportunity to play them because of the language set. It's considered a half game. Well, like you, I've never played a half game. I've always played a full game. So after the season's over with, we have our head coach meeting. We will be hopefully getting rid of that language. We don't play at a point system like other sports do. That is strictly a head-to-head game. So hopefully we can get that nullified out of the language so that the conference never has to go through this and people in our experience can worry about just winning or losing, not wondering if you get to play a half game or not. If we'd have known it's a half game, we'd just walk out in the first set and just call it a game. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. So the girls, I'll tell you, in my opinion, I think if we were all together, should we have a chip on our shoulder to be in the 4 seed? Yeah, we should. I think the idea that you kind of earned the 2 seed on the head-to-head scenario, it took a little bit of the wind out of our sail. So I would like to say that my team has a chip on their shoulder. I've got practice in 2.5 hours. I will find out. We're going to understand the temperament tonight, and we're going to get after it today. Because we are not, I do not want to come back without a championship trophy and coming back and talking to you guys on Monday, getting ready for the NCAA tournament. That's where we are right now. My team is hot right now. I don't care who's in front of us. We can play Lipscomb in the first round at 9 o'clock Central Time. Well, I'm ready for them right now. I wish we could play it right now at 3 p.m. I'd be there. I don't care if we have to play North Florida or Florida Gulf Coast. The next game, which is what's going to happen, and I don't even care if it's on the other side of the bracket. It does not matter right now. We beat one full side of the bracket, and we've got work to do on the side that we're on. And I'm ready for it. I know the girls are ready for it. We're playing hot. I'm ready for a confident game, and I'm ready to get down there in Florida and bring back a trophy, hopefully get a ring, and send our way to the NCAA tournament. That's the plan. We've got the team to do it, and I'm excited about it. I'm fired up right now. Yeah, still upset about the 4 seed. But anyways, really, really proud of this team. We're done here at UCA as far as the season's concerned. And got to give credit where credit's due. I want to thank, number one, JT and Kristen right here. They have been unsung heroes as well, being able to take care of all of our game day operations throughout the season. Making sure that it's gone incredibly smoothly. We have the best hospitality type crew here at UCA. Garrett helping us with the air conditioners, too cold, too hot, no air conditioner, I don't know, whatever the temps, it's the Prince there. It's been around for a few years. But there's some things. I think we had a question last week about, Coach, money. I'm like, let me go ahead and I'm going to retract my statement. Yeah, we need money here. We do need money here. We need billions. All right, is that too much to ask? Billions? All right, we want to go to the next level. We need billions, right? Matt's working on it. Billions around here. I know several sports would like a locker room. We need a bigger football stadium, more seats, more space. We can just buy all of Conway, turn it to UCA. Merge Hendricks and everybody else, still UCA. All right, I'll tell my wife that. She's over there at Hendricks. But yeah. So I'm excited, but I just want to thank publicly these guys for our SID camp, Ryan, and just taking care of all of our background needs, all of our stats guys, our DV Sport people, all the people who sit right behind us while we're yelling at people a bunch of nonsense, all the people doing the actual work behind the scenes that you guys don't really get to see sometimes, but it does not go unnoticed on our end. So we appreciate you guys so much. So anyways, all right. That's all I got. I tried to be under 10 minutes. Thank you guys. I got a good night.
Football, the Bears headed out west to play Southern Utah and Cedar City. Bears came out determined and played some of the best football of the season. Unfortunately, the Bears lost another one-score close match on the road, or game on the road. Of course, Landon Chambers had over 100 yards again. That's his 8th game in a row, 9th game of the season doing so. He also scored 2 touchdowns on Saturday. Austin Myers threw for 224 yards and a touchdown. Malachi Henry caught that touchdown pass. Ty Durham led all receivers for the Bears with 105 yards on 5 receptions. Dylan Williams and Ashton Williams both led the team. They both had 9 total tackles on the day. Dylan also had an interception at the end of the first half, made the pick on the 1-yard line. Shoestring tackle away from taking the distance. The Bears will complete the 2025 season on Saturday. Here in Estes Stadium for Senior Day, we'll have 17 seniors that will be honoring pregame. Kickoff is set for 4 p.m. against number 18 Abilene Christian. Now let's hear from head coach Nathan Brown.
I'll be pretty brief. I know we're running short on time. I'm frustrated right now. I'm sick of one score losses. To be totally honest with you, I've listened to all these coaches talk, and the game comes down to 1 or 2 plays every game. And so you look at the opportunities we've had and the opportunities that have been presented to us in front of us. You're probably realistically, if you're going into a 12-game season, you're 6 plays away from being a 7-4 football team. And that again, I'm going to go off what Coach Shulman said. It doesn't make you a bad football team. It just makes you a football team that didn't win the game. And so I've said this to my coaches, and I said this to my coaches last night. I've said this to a couple of people I've been sitting around. As you sit back and you figure out what's going on, like why are we not finishing the game? I mean, it's a simple deal. We're not finishing the game. And that you always attribute finishing the game to the fourth quarter. But the realistic answer to that is it could have been a play in the first quarter, right? It could have been a turnover in the second quarter. And so but what we've got to figure out that this team has obviously not figured out is having the ability to have that clutch G when the time matters. And we haven't done that enough. I did a little recon myself. This year we're 1-4 in 1-score games. We're 1-0 in a 1-score game at home. We're 0-4 on the road in 1-score games. You look at last year. We finished the season on a negative note because of whatever circumstances, factors, whatever it was. Last year we were 3-3 in 1-score games. All right, now let's rewind to 2023. We played for a conference championship the last week of the season, and we were 5-2 in 1-score games. So you got to win the 1-score games. If you want to go win, you have a chance to win a conference championship. You want to have a chance to win 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10 wins in a football season. Those 1-score games matter, especially when you play in a talented league, and that's what we're in. Sometimes when you reflect and you think about what you look at the players you have and some of the things you do and all those things. Some of your best coaching jobs are in tough seasons like this. We've had to fight and figure it out along the way, and there isn't a game that. In this back 60-70% of this schedule that we haven't been in a 4-quarter game and had a chance to win, and we've got some deficiencies we've got to correct, and we've got some improvements we've got to make. There's no doubt about it. Everybody does when you go through a tough stretch, but our players continue to fight. And here's what I told our players the other night. If I'm Abilene Christian's coming into Conway on Saturday to play for it all. They win, they're conference champs. They win, they got the automatic bid to the playoffs because they beat Tarleton a few weeks back. Their only loss was actually to Southern Utah, who we lost to Saturday night. But if you're Abilene Christian, I've been in that spot before as a head coach. I've been in that spot as assistant coach, where they're at, playing the last game of the season for all the marbles. You look at our team that you're about to play, you see our overall record, you go, man, we're about to have a cakewalk. I know 18 to 22-year-olds think. Right? That's what they think. They look at your record, they say, man, this is going to be, we're going to go there, we're going to be able to flex our muscle, do what we do. I can promise you Coach Patterson, because I know him personally, their head football coach, knows better than that. He knows what they're getting into. He knows that we're going to fight them. He knows we haven't let go of the road. He knows that, he watched us have a chance to beat Austin Peay on the road 2 weeks ago. He watched us have a chance to beat Southern Utah on the road Saturday with a chance to win games. They're going to have our full attention. And so we're excited about the opportunity to play against another top 20 team. We're excited to have an opportunity to possibly play spoiler for Abilene Christian in the year that they built. But we're looking forward to that chance. What a great opportunity to send off some good seniors that have battled, that are going to be UCA Bears for the rest of their life. A few of the young men that are walking Saturday are not seniors. They're just going to walk and they're going to move on with life. We've got an opportunity to send those guys out the right way, you know, and we're looking forward to that opportunity. And I can promise you this, that we're going to have a product on the field Saturday that's going to make everybody proud, and we're going to have a product on the field that's going to give a 4-quarter fight, and we're going to break through. Here's the fact of the matter: the pendulum's going to swing. It always does in football and sports, right? I just hope it swings in 2025. We're due one. We're due one, and I believe that. And the fruits of the labor may not be rewarded, you know, on Saturday or whatever it may be. It may be 2026. I don't know, but it's going to get rewarded, and the pendulum is going to swing back because we got too many good players, we got too many good coaches, we got a great culture. So excited about the opportunity against Abilene. Great effort on Saturday, just not enough. A couple crucial mistakes in some tough spots. Interception in the third quarter was probably the difference in the game that we threw. Thought we played up and down on offense, especially going into the fourth quarter. Had some elements to deal with. Good rain, good wind. Seems to be pretty consistent out there. It was that way the first time we went out there 2 years ago as well. But again, you know, I thought our defense held up well. I mean, they handed the kid that's probably going to be National Player of the Year the ball 39 times, and we held him to 180 yards or whatever he had. But I mean, he had to have 39 attempts to get it. I mean, they handed the ball a lot. They're leading sacker in the country. Didn't get a sack the other night. I mean, we did some good things. We're missing something. We're missing something. We're gonna find it, and I think it might be on this team. They're just not ready to be that something yet. But we've got work to do, and we've got 3 more practices to improve upon and go put a good product on the field Saturday, and have a chance to beat Abilene Christian, obviously a talented football team. That being said, any quick questions? Yes, sir.
Coach, for those 17 seniors, how many of those really count? Yeah.
Probably 6 of them. Yeah, 100% of our offensive production is underclassmen. Other than 3 O-linemen that play, but skill-wise, statistic-wise, 100% of our offensive production is underclassmen. 8 of our top 11 tacklers are underclassmen. So a good number. All right, I'm gonna turn it over to Matt. Thank y'all.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? Well, it sure is great to see everyone. And thank you for joining us on Monday during the lunch hour. Peter, we had a chance to visit before, but great to have you on board and great to have you on staff, and looking forward to what you do with our women's soccer program. Cody, you got a question?
I'm messing with you.
Just a couple things. So looking ahead at this week, it's been talked about a lot. Women's basketball, Wednesday night, 6:30 against Arkansas State. Toy drive, get a discounted ticket if you bring a toy and come in. Saturday, senior day, salute to service, football, 4 p.m. kick. And then men's basketball on Sunday against Eastern Washington with a 1 p.m. kick. So excited about the home events. We have the raffle Wednesday night. We'll turn around and do it again for football on Saturday. And then we'll do it again for Little Rock men's basketball on December 3rd. So, and then also be some information coming out from our development team talking about Purple Circle Hospitality Wednesday at basketball. And then we'll do that in Little Rock too before going into all conference games for January, February, and March. So apologize today. I'm a little bit under the weather. Seems like a little bit nasally. Headed here to go get a shot in just a minute. But appreciate everyone being here. Be happy to take any questions before we wrap up. Mr. Eddie.
How would the next year? How would the revenue sharing thing work and actually get to the line?
Yeah, great question. That's right. We're opting in for 26, 27. So we opted out for 25, 26. So with this House settlement, we have to make a decision every year by March 1 over a 10-year period of this settlement to whether we opt in or opt out. So we opted out for 25, 26. We've announced already that we're opting in for 26, 27, and we will begin sharing revenue with our student athletes. And so the way our revenue share budget will be built is built off of game guarantee revenue net of expenses, primarily game guarantee revenue net of expenses. So think of that when we go play game guarantee games, the money that is made from that that'll be how we fund our rev share budget. So it's not taking money from other programs and allocating elsewhere. It's also not taking money from other areas on our campus. For instance, it could be dedicated towards salaries or anything like that. So it's game guarantee revenue generated by those programs, net of expenses primarily. And secondary will be donor support, so supplemented by donor support. So in our announcement that we made, you notice that we announced championship resource funds. These funds are in the foundation, so by opting in, you can think of it as you bring NIL in-house. And so now people that want to support those efforts can give to these championship resource funds to, again, supplement our rev share budget. So championship resource funds are in the foundation. We have one set up for every single sport, all 18 of our sports, and that will supplement our rev share efforts. So excited about that, Eddie. You know, I think as we've navigated, we wanted to be sure that we made the right decision for UCA and also formulate a plan that fits us here at UCA and makes sense as we enter this new era. And so excited about what that means for us and being able to do that with our programs and just looking forward to what that means as we move forward in this new era of college athletics.
Billions.
Oh, billions don't hurt. I talked to somebody this morning, and he said, you know, Matt, I'm playing the lottery, and if I do, I'm going to give you a lot of money. So I just said, hey, I appreciate that. I love that mentality. So anyway, we are excited about what that means for our programs and opting in going into 26, 27. So did I answer your question, Eddie?
Yes, sir, he did. Thank you.
Good deal.
This was for you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Cody. So this week, we will have student athletes calling to thank Purple Circle donors beginning tonight and tomorrow night. So if you get a phone call from a 501 number, answer it. A great chance to visit with our student athletes. And really, we're excited about that because what that means in the education process gives us an opportunity to kind of plant that philanthropic seed, but also get them involved to call and thank. We're not asking for anything, just want to thank supporters for their contributions in support of our athletics program tonight and tomorrow night. We do this annually the week before Thanksgiving. So thanks, Cody. Alan.
This is one for President Cosgrove. 676 white players celebrating national championships. You look for that 75. They're only 4 senior sergeants. This coach. All of those. Some lost 4 quarterbacks. So I would see like 469. And you that national championship. Okay.
Thank you, Alan.
Yeah, 3 of us like on it. Hey, only all big. What year was it that Painter ran on the crossman?
Play with the spread. I like that. Well, thank you so much for being here. Have a great week. Go Bears. Go Sugar Bears. Bear claws up.